so excited to be called. Thank you. I am a recovering attorney. I know, thank you. I feel bad for me too. So I practiced law for about 15 years, and during that period of time, I kept thinking I would really rather be practicing, dear God, anything else but that. So on March 15th, 2015, I decided that I would celebrate the assassination of Julius Caesar on the floor of the Senate by Brutus and Cassius by assassinating my career. So I quit. And I didn't have a plan, and I didn't have a road, and I didn't have a path, and I didn't have a job. I had shit. But within me beat the heart of a poet, and I wanted to be a writer, because poetry is a growth industry. Right? That's where people go to make lots and lots and lots of money and have very secure futures. So I walked away from the law firm and my 6-figure salary, and I was like, I'm going to be a writer. And then a few months after that, I was like, I want to have dinner. So I got a job, one of those jobs where you sign up to be like an indentured servant on an app, and people want stuff delivered like anything, anytime, any day, and like I'm the idiot who brings it to you. So I signed up to be one of those idiots because I have a scooter. And I was delivering noodles one night, and it was late at night in the summer, and I get this order coming in for Japanese noodles being delivered to Hope Street in Kensington. And I thought, Hope, that's a beautiful thing. That's got to be a sign. Hope is good. What's better than hope?
Love.
Love. I had to deal with hope. So I get on my scooter and I'm driving up towards Hope Street, and hope is a beautiful thing, not as beautiful as love, but so there are parts of Kensington that are gentrifying, but Hope Street is not one of those. And I would describe Hope Street by saying, if you have a surfeit of like dead hookers, and you're thinking, what the fuck am I going to do with all these dead hookers? I have a place for you. So I'm riding these noodles on a pink scooter up to like a place where I'm sure I'm going to die, and I'm still thinking it's better than being a lawyer. And I'm riding up towards Hope Street, and the first thing that, if you've ever been to Hope Street in Kensington, the first thing you're going to discover is that it is dark. And I mean, dark side of Pluto. Dark, no light, there's nothing. And there are things that look good in the dark. Steve Buscemi looks good in the dark. My checking account balance looks so much better in the dark. Donald Trump's hair, better in the dark. Hope Street, not one of the things that looks better in the dark. So I was wishing for supernovas, floodlights, spotlights, those fish that live at the bottom of the sea that have the photoluminescence, anything to light up Hope Street. There was shit. There was me in the scooter, I'm trying to deliver noodles to the guy. And because I was trained as a lawyer, I know that client service is important. So I was going to get this guy his noodles, even if it meant that I was going to have to sacrifice my life. So I'm riding up Hope Street. I get to this house that has like window treatments that are kind of like, you know, there's like a sheet duct taped in the window type treatments. I knock on the door, a hand comes out, grabs the noodles, gives me a $5 bill, and I was like, okay, now I have to get home. So if there had been lights on Hope Street, it would have made dead hooker storage a lot more challenging, but it would have made dodging road cones a lot easier. So here's where we get to the second part of the story. And if you're missing the nexus, so I'm en route with my career, I'm en route to the guy with the noodles, and now I'm on route home. So I'm riding home on Hope Street, and all of a sudden, shit, there's a road cone thrown at my head by a kid on a bike. So I immediately developed a much deeper interest in road cones than I had ever had. So did you know, so the road cone was developed in 1940, I looked this up, by a guy named Charles Stanley. He was working as a painter for the streets department in Los Angeles. This is on the internet, so it's true. And he patented the road cone in 1943. So if you ever have a road cone thrown at your head, that is a remarkable piece of American ingenuity. You should be proud at that moment, because that's pride, that's Make America Great Again coming right at your head. So I'm riding home, and if you have never been in a questionable section of town on a pink scooter with orange-colored thermoplastic thrown at your head, you are not missing a fucking thing. And there I am riding, and I was lucky because the kid was on a bike. And if you're ever going to throw anything like a javelin or shot put or a road cone, you really need to kind of plant yourself and steady, and he couldn't do it because he was on 2 wheels. So I'm riding on my scooter, and all of a sudden, you know, when life throws something unexpected at your head, you do what anyone would do. You're like, what the fuck was that? And then you're like, is that a road cone? And then you think, well, free road cone. Maybe I should take it home. But then I was like, oh, it's filthy. It's a really filthy, stinking road cone. So then I was like, no, I'm not going to bring it home. And then I thought, this came from somewhere. So then I'm thinking, there's probably like some cliff somewhere that's no longer demarcated, and then I had an image of a car going over a cliff and this road cone was in front of me. And then I thought, I'm going to hunt this kid down, and I'm going to beat the shit out of him with this road cone. And then I thought, no, he's probably got a Glock. And a Glock beats a road cone in terms of weaponry. So I thought, this only happens to me. I quit my job being a lawyer. I have a road cone being thrown at my fucking head. I'm on a pink scooter in the middle of Kensington late at night, and I'm probably gonna die. But it's still better than being a lawyer. Anything on earth is better than being a lawyer. So I rode home that night, and I was sitting there thinking what adventure I had had en route from my career to the next career, whatever that might be. And I was sitting there having a beer, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to do the only thing I can do about this. I'm going to write about it. Because I'm no longer a lawyer. I'm a writer.